man, your athletic brewing company, Ironman, 70.3 Oceanside champion, Ben Canoe! Yeah! The CEO of Athletic Brewing Company. As you got out of that water, got on that bike, you led the whole day, young man. Huh?
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Oh yeah, I mean, today I think I had good legs. The swim, Sam took it out, and actually we traded off a bit on the bike, so he put in some hard work, but we had a group of 5 or 6 guys for a while, and just kept trying to dig in a little bit and get rid of some of the baggage on there, and just had some good legs coming off the bike, and I knew Mickey would run well, and just had to stay on it up until like mile 10 or 11 until he faded a little bit. But yeah, just a great day out here. You guys were awesome. I love this place.
I know you do, and being a defending champion from 2019, you actually beat your time. You went 3:49 in 2019. Faster day, huh?
Yeah, you know, I wanted to chase Jan's time a little bit. Gotta always compare yourself to the best, but yeah, it was just a strong day overall, and yeah, really happy with it.
Nah, I think we're gonna have to shake him and get Ben all wet. All right, our winner today, and he is the returning champion here in Oceanside. He swam 23:34. His bike was a 2:06:39, and he had the fastest run of the day with a 1:11:39. Total time of 3:46:32 from Phoenix, Arizona. Ben Canoe, our champion. The hardest part of the race, Ben, is getting up on top of that podium. And you know, we should put a step up there or something. All right, so Ben's gonna get his flowers. Let's give him a big.
So, hey, how was the race?
It was good. We're here afterwards, walking the mile or two back to get the bike while the family goes and rests up a little bit because everybody's got some early flights. Andrew's leaving, and then Courtney's parents are leaving pretty quick too, so just trying to make the most of the time, and we're on a tight schedule here, so getting my walking cool down in, but the race was awesome. It was really great. There was a little bit of a delayed start because the fog was just causing the sun. It was just dark longer than usual, and that we just couldn't see the buoys when it came down to, and the lifeguards didn't feel like they could see us when we were out in the surf. So start went well for me. Had a decent beach start. Followed, I think, Sam and Eric for a bit on the swim. Was behind Sam and then came up alongside him for a while, which I hate. I apologize to Sam for swimming side by side for so long because it's never faster to do that. But I had the inside line going around the second turn buoy, and that gave me the lead then after picking it up a bit, and that helped stretch things out just a little, and came out of the water eventually with a group of 6 and got through transition quick. Was leading the bike, feeling good, but like I saw that we had 6 guys, and it was just nothing really was happening in those first few miles. So Sam came around me at one point saying we got to get rid of some guys. We had some fast runners with us, and I was game to do that. So he took the lead for at least a few miles for a good chunk, and then I came around him and just started riding strong, and that ended up being about a false flat kind of rough section, and that was I think that was Bob Badley. Yeah, Bob! A little slow after the race for me, and my mind wasn't really going. I was thinking about something else. But yeah, it just ended up being the right part of the course. The right part of the course to just get a good effort in and make those other guys work similarly. Yeah, Sam and I just kind of traded off, and Sam did a lot of the pace work, just nobody was really helping him. But yeah, we were able to just kind of be in a group together. We went through the hill, through the the speed zone together. Everything was pretty clean, but by like mile 40, I'd gone to the back of the group just to check out what was going on, because we had quite a few people still, and I just wanted to get eyes on who was in the group and how they looked. And it was just super easy back there. Like, I wasn't pushing any power, felt really good, felt like I was gonna just have a really solid run, but we still had like 16 miles, and that it didn't really sit right with me to like not try and push a little bit. So I came around and put in, not really a surge, just extra little bit of strong effort, and maybe on an uphill, and just kind of kept along with it, because I knew if a gap opened up, it was kind of a headwind always back in to the finish here, the T2, and that was gonna, maybe make gaps open up, and if they had to push as much power into the wind as me, I think that I would have a pretty good chance at getting away. Didn't get away. I noticed Eric was gone from the group, but from what I hear, it might be some sort of technical issue, like a flat tire or something. So we were just down to a group of 4. It looks like with the way that the gaps were that, they were working pretty hard still, so I was pretty content to keep the lead. It was just a matter of making sure I didn't cook myself before the run, because I knew Mickey's been running strong, Sam's always good. And then there's Dylan Gillespie, who I think is a little bit more I just didn't know as much about him, so just didn't want to take any chances. Got off the bike and just hit the ground running, and felt really pretty solid, I think, pace-wise, but had a little bit of a twitchy right hamstring. So I just got into my pace, settled into a good rhythm, knew I was running strong and pretty fast, and I had about 30 seconds to Sam and just a few more seconds to Mickey at the very beginning. And Mickey just kept chipping away. He got at the first turnaround within 25 seconds, and he was about the same at the final turnaround right over here, or the second turnaround right over here. And I just knew if I kept that gap, because we were running basically the same, if I kept that gap, it'd be really hard by the final turnaround for him to make up 10 seconds a mile in the last 2.5 miles. So I just kept a strong pace, focused on my process, tried to keep good form. I was holding pretty much the wattage that I went. Like, the plan for me overall for the day was like swim at the front, ride about 330 on the bike, which is probably a little less than what I actually did, and then run about 360 plus on the watts. And I was right about there, running right around 110, 111 pace for the half marathon. So I just kept that up, because I knew Mickey is a really strong runner, but I wasn't too sure if he could run 109 or not, which is what I thought he would have to do to catch me. And I saw that the gap was starting to open up when I got to the pier and started running up again. But I also started to feel my hamstring go again right around mile 10. And I just kind of got myself into a pace that was acceptable for my hamstring, but not backing off too much. And by that point, I got around that final turnaround, which is just over 2 miles to the finish, and I saw that I had a minute 30 or more to Mickey, and even a little bit more to third, which was Sam, and then fourth and fifth. So from there on, I just kind of picked a solid pace, made sure to keep the process right there, not get too far ahead of myself, and not try and bury myself, because I knew if the hamstring went, then I'd be walking, and it just wasn't going to be well. So got all the way in, was able to take the win, which is super awesome. I'm really pumped with it. It feels like, I've hit my stride again with 70.3s and being able to race strong throughout the entire time. Training's been going well, and now it's just a little bit of rest and recovery, and at that point we'll build back up a little bit for Clash Daytona, and then really kind of shut it down before building into 2022. But really solid day overall, and feel like I was right about at the numbers that I thought I was capable of.